Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Peter Vox, and I'm the Director and Principal Teacher of Vox Singing Academy. And we help all of our clients achieve their singing goals and dreams, whether they be absolute hobby singers or professional singers that want to take their career to the next level. Why I'm passionate about my particular job is I remember studying in the States and coming back in the early 90s and asking my friends that were in the music industry for the 5 best singing teachers in Melbourne, because I really wanted to take my voice to the next level. I thought that my voice was good, but I really wanted to take it to the next level and be like a professional singer. I went to these 5 teachers and I took quite a few lessons with each of them, and I didn't think that they helped me out at all. So in frustration, I was basically training myself, and I thought that I came up with a great syllabus that really helped me. So I taught my members of my band how to sing, and it worked really well for them. And then basically I've just continued off from there. So that's why I'm passionate about what I do. How has my passion helped my life? Number one, it's defined my goals. It basically gives me something to get up for and puts a fire underneath my arse every day, so that I can give the best that I can and live the best life, and also provide for my family and friends. It also helps me financially. We're all in business to make money, so to be honest, I'm here to make money, and it helps me financially, which has been fantastic. How has my passion helped my clients' lives? All of our clients' dreams, whether they be beginners or professionals, they all come true with what we want to do, because we customise our lessons according to their needs, whether they just want to sing at church or whether they aspire to be professional singers. So we really customise to their needs, genre, skill level, and what they want to get from singing lessons. And a client story that makes me smile. I had a young student. He was in his late teens when he came to me for singing lessons. And after a few lessons, I knew that he had come down from Queensland to start a new life and to get away from the troubles that he was having up in Queensland. And we improved his voice quite a lot, and I knew that he was passionate about singing and becoming a better person. I knew that he was covering up a lot of what he was doing with drugs and alcohol, and I offered Justin, I said, Justin, if you clean up your act, I'd like to offer you a position as a singing teacher. Cut a long story short, he did. He's a great singing teacher now. He's also in charge of teacher training, and he's about to go to Brisbane and start the Vox Singing Academy in Brisbane. So he's come a really long way, and I'm really proud of his voice, but also just a human being that he's become.
Fantastic.
That's it for me. Thank you.
Can I just say that? So we've been training for a month and a bit.
Yep.
What have you seen in me that you also see in other people, but specifically I just want to talk about the work we've done together? From the first lesson to now, what's been the transformation I've gone through? And then you can say that as like the transformation. Like, I just want you to tell that story.
Yeah, you've grown a lot in confidence and just as a human being as well too. We've had the macro, so we've worked on Thelma 3 free. So that was one of your catchphrases that we had to learn. And you just are a lot more confident now. You've got a game plan about what you've got to do. I give you your homework. I hold you accountable. If you don't get your homework done, I get upset at you. I laid the law down the first couple of lessons. I said, Tim, we need it like this. And you even said to me, I think you hate me. I said, I don't hate you. I said, I'm result driven and I want to get results, because if you don't get results, you're not going to go and tell everyone else about it. So, the macro is that, 3 free Thelma has improved immensely, and it wasn't good.
I want to say, because I was saying the number 3, like, I'm going to give this to you for free. And my hook of my business is 3 months of content in 45 minutes. If I'm at a networking event saying 3 months, you're saying that's for free. He's going to do content for me for free. Like, I'm now confusing my market.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask, if I'm doing that and I'm not clear with the way that I'm saying, what am I missing out on if I'm not clearly communicating, which you've taught me how to do?
As I said, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, really.
Can you if you're not communicating, so answer like, I'm not communicating. If you're not communicating, you're leaving money on the table. Say it like that.
If you're not communicating correctly, clearly and simply, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So a lot of people aren't going to understand that. So that's why you want to make your language as simple as you possibly can. As we've spoken about it, when Donald Trump speaks, he speaks in very, very simple language. So everyone understands it. The whole American market understands it, from the uneducated to the very highly educated. And we want to base it just a little bit above the uneducated.
Now, you've taught a lot of really high-level singers, right? Yep. You haven't mentioned that today because you're very humble. But I come to your studio and there's Lee Harding, there's Rob Mills, there's Butterfly Effect.
Yep.
Proper bands you've taught. Can you give me some insight into some of the quote-unquote famous people that you've taught?
What do you mean by insight?
Oh, just tell me who you've taught and what happened for them when you came through their program. You've like me when I say I've done content for 4-time premiership winning coach Kevin Sheedy, and Jim Hammond and Jim Ryan. Can you give your version of that?
Yeah. I've taught numerous people with lots of record contracts. I've had a lot of my students that have started with me before they've had record contracts. So they've had to start at the bottom and they've wanted particular points with their voice, whatever that may be, whether it be singing higher in pitch, more confidence, more range, how to write better melodies. But then I've also had people that have had record contracts that have come to me as well too, and they've just wanted the edge. They wanted the secrets that are going to take them to the next level with their voice. So again, I've dealt with Rob Mills, and Rob Mills came to me when he was in a cover band called the Mega Men, and then he went to Australian Idol, and then he's done theatre, and then he's done Young Talent Time, and he's done a lot of different things, and he still comes back and gets tune up here and there. So yeah, I've got lots of people, yeah.
Does anyone have any questions for Peter? David?
What makes your studios, your academy stand out, and why do people keep coming back?
Number one is, I think, trust. And we have a lot of testimonials. We've taught a lot of famous people. So we've got a great brand. So we just haven't got a singing academy. People know Vox Singing Academy. So we've got a great brand. We guarantee results if you follow the teacher's instructions in 3 weeks. So we've got a great syllabus, but we've got great teachers that also execute a great syllabus that holds the student accountable to exactly how much they've got to practice every day. And what they've got to do and what they've got to bring back for the next week. So we really hold them accountable. And you will feel, if you go to the gym for 3 weeks in a row, you're going to feel the difference. Same with your voice as well too. But it's about getting the right right training as well too, because everyone's voice is different. Your voice sounds like a baritone, so like a middle range voice. But if someone's voice is higher, they're a tenor. So we need to do the scales higher. So we customize all of our lessons according to the person's need, range, genre, and what they want to get out of their singing lessons.
What is the age group that you market to?
Everyone, from 6 to. There's no limit. So your voice, when you get above your 40s, it starts to lose elasticity. But if you keep your body in good shape and your voice in good shape, it should still sound good. And your voice can be strengthened because it is a muscle. So yep.
You just said keep in shape. Is that why Meatloaf failed at the grand final?
Meatloaf apparently had, he was sick at the grand final. He wanted to cancel, actually. So, yeah, he wanted to cancel before, and they said, no, you just got to go up and do it. But, he was quite ill then, and that's why he failed. But still, he should have been a professional about it and said, hey, look, I'm not going to be able to cut these songs in this key. Guys, can we tune the songs down so that I don't have to sound like a strangled goat being slaughtered, so that he can sing it, or rehearse it with the band so the backing singers are going to do all the big high parts. He just does the lower parts. So he just didn't think about it. And if he would have asked me what to do, that's what I would have done, and it would have been a fantastic performance, not something that everyone's bagged there. Yeah, so that's really just basic stuff that I would have covered and said, hey, look, let's rehearse it. Let's bring it down as many semitones as we can, and so you can comfortably sing it and sound great. Yeah. And it'll be a great performance. And let's use some backing tracks to get you going as well too, some backing vocals. So.